All right, this is the video for the Ionic dice worksheet. I want to teach you what you're supposed to do because I'm not there to teach you in person. And this is for applications in chemistry. So you're going to have this worksheet and you're going to be filling the entire thing in, and it is two-sided, so you have to complete both sides. Okay. Now we've got compound name, cation, anion, and ionic formula. Well, you're going to get a little cup of dice, and in that cup of dice you're going to have 4 dice. 2 of them are full of cations. Remember, those are positively charged. And 2 of them are full of anions, which are negatively charged. And you're going to go ahead and roll the dice. They're really high tech. Some of them are super hard to read, but do your best, okay? But what you want to do is you want to take those positives and negatives. Positives always come first. The cations are going to be on the left column in the middle, and the anions are going to be in the right column in the middle. And you're just going to write them down. So I've got a cation of Na1 plus, so I'm going to write Na1 plus. I know the dice say +1. It doesn't matter. 1 plus, +1, doesn't matter. Okay. I've got another cation, Fe plus 2. I'm going to put that into the second row of my column. Okay, so every time you roll the dice, you're going to get 2 cations, that's 2 different rows, and you're going to get 2 anions. Okay, so this one, we got N3 minus as one of them, and we got P3 minus as the other. Okay, all right, so after you have those filled in, you can fill in both of these columns. You just keep rolling the dice and fill it all the way in. Roll the dice some more, fill the entire back side in, okay? I would recommend not using a Sharpie because, as you can see, it goes right through. But fill the entire table with cations and anions. You could do all of that first and then start doing the other part, or you can do a couple rolls, pass the cup to another group, and then do this part while the other group is doing their rolls, okay? So first I want to look at the formula. Remember, we have to balance our charges because the compound is neutral. So a +1 and a -3 do not balance each other. And one of the ways that we can do this is we can take that number, bring it down here with the sodium, take that number, bring it down here with the nitrogen. Remember, you don't have to write ones, okay? You can just write plus and you can just leave the 1 off in the formula. But that'll give us a good ratio. So we're going to get Na3N1, but we don't have to write ones, okay? So what this is saying is 3 NAs will balance 1 N because 3 times a +1 is a +3, which will balance out the -3 charge from the nitrogen, okay? All right, the next one, same thing. We're going to look at a ratio. We can do this little switcheroo. Just the numbers come down, not the charges. Remember that, okay? This formula should not ever have a plus or a minus written in it. It's always going to be neutral. So in this case, we're going to get 3 Fe's, so Fe3, and we're going to get 2 P's, so P2. Fe3, P2. So those are my formulas. Now on this side, we're going to name them. Remember, the cation keeps its name, so that's sodium. The anion, the negative one, changes to "ide," right? So nitrogen becomes nitride. Sodium nitride, okay? Here, Fe is iron, keeps its name. P, -3, so phosphorus becomes phosphide. This one, though, has a little bit of a trick. We've got something that is in the transition metals. It's yellow, in that yellow section of our color-coded periodic table. So we also have to include its charge in the name. So instead of just iron phosphide, we're going to have iron, Roman numeral 2, phosphide. Remember, that Roman numeral is just whatever this charge is. Okay, so 2 in this case. It could have been a 3 if I had rolled an Fe3+, but in this case, it's a 2. All right, fill in the rest of your worksheet, both sides, and then put it in the basket. And if you finish that, work on whatever you have to work on for this class or other classes. But reminder, we had a packet yesterday that you probably still have to work on. Thanks, guys.